Signs. We offer free estimates, design proposals, and on-site consultations. One-day service is available. Let us show you what we do for you. Stop by tomorrow.
Call 860-0033 or visit signsbytomorrow.com.
Training is about more than muscle. It's to push myself. That's why I serve in the United States Coast Guard. I train with the best, a team that shares my drive and commitment. We collect intelligence, guard our shores against drug smugglers, and keep our waterways safe. Because our nation is discover a future that exceeds your expectations. Learn more at gocoastguard.com.
This is Maryland Eastern Shore basketball from sfmsports.net.
We are back at the Hytche Center, Maryland Eastern Shore, taking on Coppin State for homecoming in 2019. Last time the Hawks won a homecoming game, they beat Howard soundly in 2014. It was before the current regime got here. Bobby Collins homecoming his 4 years, and Cliff Reed trying to reverse the trend in his first homecoming on the Hawks sideline as interim head coach. Starting lineups for both sides. First for Reed and the Hawks. Their starting lineup they've gone with for most of the MEAC schedule. Ryan Andino, 6'2" graduate guard from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, playing in his final homecoming. 10 points and a rebound and a half per game for Dino. Kanan Bartley, 6'1" guard from Miami, Florida. Ryan Arrudia, 6'1" junior guard from El Paso, Texas, averaging 7 points, 3.5 rebounds, 5.5 assists per game, and nearly league-leading 6.1 assists per contest in conference play. Gabriel Jeffy, 6'6" junior guard from Brampton, Ontario, 5.5 points, 5.5 rebounds per game. Jimmy, Ida Taylor, 6'8". Junior forward from Watch Creek, Virginia, 6.5 points, 3 rebounds a game as they finally stopped the band so that we can hear the starting lineups. Yeah, it's homecoming, right? For Coppin State, under the direction of Juan Dixon, their second-year head coach, one of the bigger names around the Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference on the sidelines. Chad Andrews Fulton, 6'7" senior forward from Philadelphia, PA, 6.5 points, 5.5 rebounds a game. Nigel Marshall, 6'5" freshman guard forward from Irvington, New Jersey, 4.5 points, 2 rebounds a game. Cedric Council, 6'8" senior forward from Kennesaw, Georgia, 6 points, 6 rebounds, and a block per contest. DeJuan Clayton, he's the one who's circled and ready. 6'2" redshirt sophomore guard from Bowie, Maryland, averaging 14.5 points a game, plus 3 rebounds and 4 assists. Clayton was injured for most of last season, had a shoulder injury that took him out of action after 6 games. He is back, and he is mad. And Lamar Morgan, 6'6" junior guard forward from Willingsboro, New Jersey. 4 rebounds a game for Morgan. He was a preseason second-team All-MEAC selection. Clayton was a preseason all-third-teamer. Those are the 2 best players on the floor from Coppin State. Eastern Shore will try and swallow them up. Andrews, Fulton, Marshall, Council, Clayton, and Morgan for the Eagles. Andino, Bartley, Arrudia, Jimphy, and Taylor. Last time the Hawks were in this building, they lost to Savannah State. Time before that, a couple Saturdays ago, a big last-second win over South Carolina State. There's Brian Arrudia's game-winning jumper with 7 seconds to go. Eastern Shore looking to follow that trend, looking to pick up some Hytche magic for homecoming. It'll be their 13th game in the 13th MEAC fixture of the regular season. They'll have Monday off, first off day the entire year for Maryland Eastern Shore. And they'll take on Delaware State up in Dover next Saturday. After that, 2 more home games, Morgan State and Delaware State, March 4th through the 7th. They're just about ready to go from the Hytche Center here as the homecoming crowd is here, filled to the gills. The band, to the right, let's see the DJ. So we're getting ready to tip off against Cedric Council of Coppin State. Balls in the air, controlled by Coppin. We are underway from the Hytche Center. Coppin State moving right to left in the first half, wearing the road navy blue uniforms with the golden trim, white numbers front and back. Easy to read uniforms. Well done, guys. Juan Clayton dancing around the left wing for Coppin State. Dangerous full at the free throw line. Backdoor cut for Morgan. Right baseline, lays it up and out. Rebound, Isaac Taylor. Hawks left to right. Whites with the maroon letters, front and back. Ryan Andino, quick trigger three on the left wing, bullseye. Dino with the opening salvo across Coppin's bow. 3-0 Eastern Shore, 30 seconds in. Coppin basketball. This is Marshall dancing right wing, finds Morgan left wing. Now it's Council left of center on the perimeter. Council dribbles twice, fakes a handoff to Marshall, looking for him, can't get it to him, and flicks it out for DeJuan Clayton. Clayton, left channel, 10 to shoot. Clayton kicks it out towards the free throw line. Missed jumper by Council. Rebound Bartley. Eastern Shore clears again. Hawk basketball. Brian Arrudia over the big M. That's Jim Fee, top circle. He's been a big asset for the Hawks the last few games. Isaac Taylor posting left side paint. And a 3-second violation as Taylor camped out for too long in the paint. Quick final score from the women's side, or no, that's an offensive foul actually against Kanan Bartley. Quick final from the women's side. North Carolina A&T giving all it could handle at Howard, but the Lady Aggies went 63-58, increasing their stranglehold on the women's lead. Hawks are second after their win earlier today. Marshall missed a shot. Rudy with the rebound. Here comes Eastern Shore down low for Taylor. Double team. Isaac somehow comes down with it. Lays up from the left side and in. Zeke Taylor with a muscle down low. Around two Navy jerseys hanging off of him. It's 5-0 Eastern Shore, a minute and a half in. Coppin basketball. Marshall, top of the circle, flicks it off for Council left wing. Council enters up, hands off from Morgan. Morgan on the screen, right wing three. Tried to bank it in. Lifts down Bartley. Here comes Eastern Shore. Kanan Bartley left to right into attack formation. Bartley, right wing. Left side, on a handoff for Arrudia. Arrudia with Morgan right in his face. Arrudia trying to shake him. And he does. And off for the overhand pump for Andino. Straight away for three. Hooks to the right. And the thud. Council takes on the board. Here comes Coppin. Clayton right to left across the big maroon M. Clayton one hand up off from Marshall right side. Marshall backing down Andino. Right baseline. Posting up. Big jump step. Fakes in the air once. Left in. Nice move down low for the freshman Nigel Marshall. 5-2. Shore still leads. Has gone by in this one. Here's a Rudier right sideline from Maryland Eastern Shore. Facing a double team. Slithers between the both of them. Stops the free throw line. Down low for Isaac Taylor. Double team right baseline. Clayton coming over to help Morgan. Back out for Andino. That's through the wickets. The arm wickets, rather. Through his hands. And out of bounds. Coppin takes over.
Thank you for your cooperation.
About 3 minutes gone by in this one. Eastern Shore with a 5-2 advantage. Coppin State tie with a 3. The Eagles are not exactly proficient free-point shooting. 28% from three-point range this season. That's second to last in the league. Only Maryland Eastern Shore shoots it worse at 28%, around 27.5. Coppin basketball here is Clayton on the right channel. Juan Clayton with 10 to shoot. Takes a screen from Council. Clayton facing a double team right baseline. Rudy, a reverse layup is in. Slippery to Juan Clayton. 5-4 Eastern Shore. 16 and change to go in the first half. Ryan Andino on the right wing for the Hawks battles. Takes an extra step. Hawks with their third consecutive turnover here. They'll try and take advantage. This is Clayton, double team behind the timeline, flicks it for Andrews Fulton. Pumped out to Morgan, left wing for three, bullseye. Lamar Morgan, 51% clip. He'll try 7 threes again. Makes the first one. 7-5 Coppin State. 7-0 run for the Eagles. 16 change to go in the opening session. Here's Jim in the back for the Hawks. Now Kanan Bartley and Brian Arrudia from the edge of the M. Arrudia guarded by Marshall. Screen coming from Taylor. Arrudia takes side. Left baseline jumps out from Bartley. Right baseline. And steps in. Lets it up right side. Too strong. Rebound Andrews Fulton. Bartley overcompensating for the hands that were all around him. Here's Clayton deking in and out against Jimphy. And to Andrews Fulton. Now Clayton. That's Bartley guarding out. Clayton loses the handle. Picked up a Council right baseline. Flings it out for Andrews Fulton. Somehow juggles it to himself. Jumps up middle lane. And he's fouled by Isaac Taylor. Coppin State bungled it away. Instead, they bungle themselves to the free throw line, and they'll shoot a couple when we come back. 15:40 to play in the first half. Coppin State leading 7-5 on the Shore Sports Network and SFM Sports.
The Eastern Shore is a perfect place to visit year-round. A gem hidden on the lower shore is the Henson, located on the picturesque campus of the University of Maryland Eastern Shore. The Henson is the perfect choice for campus visits, business trips, reunions, meetings, and relaxing getaways. Check into the Henson, and we'll take care of the rest. Book online at umes.edu/Henson.
Your Doc's End Urgent Care has you covered. From physicals to flu shots, pediatrics to pneumonia, strep throat to stitches, whether you're on vacation or on your way to work, they accept most insurance and offer affordable self-pay options. Use Clockwise online, call, or just stop by. Your Doc's End has been named the best urgent care for 4 years in a row. Your Doc's End Urgent Care with 6 convenient locations to serve you on Maryland's Eastern Shore, whether you live here or you're just traveling through.
This is Hawks basketball from SFMSports.net.
15:40 to play in the first half. Coppin State leading Eastern Shore 7-5. Eagles hold the all-time series lead, 57-21. Coppin State, they found salvation in the MEAC. 2 years in a row, they've gone winless in non-conference play. They lost 15 straight to begin the season, 17 straight last year. You know, Coppin men and women, they went over 27 in non-conference play this year. They really on Brand December in Baltimore. Jet Andrews Fulton at the line, senior forward from Philadelphia, PA. Appropriate, and Baltimore City Community College. His first free throw's up and in. Checking in for Coppin State, we have Kent Auslander, a 6'6 graduate guard and forward from Herndon, Virginia, former Maryland walk-on, and he has got perhaps the most unique story of anybody in the MEAC. We'll bring that to you next opportunity we get. But Auslander, brother of the associate head coach for Juan Dixon, John Auslander, another former Marylander, as Andrews Fulton makes his second free throw. Lamont Frost in, Kane and Bartley out for the Hawks. Coppin leads to Dolly Parton special 9-5. Under 16 to go in the opening session. Here's Brian Arudia jogging it left to right into the front court for the Hawks. Arudia on the left channel now. Screen coming from Taylor. Arudia takes it at the left elbow, cuts across the free throw line, jumps out to Frost. Left wing for three, too short. Rebound. Taylor touched once by Andrews Fulton. Chases it down. Coppin basketball. Here's Clayton, right to left over the timeline. Juan Clayton dancing around in the backcourt. Andrews Fulton now top circle. Out to Clayton again, left wing. Auslander left corner. Wraparound pass to the wing for Andrews Fulton. Now Auslander again. Auslander 12 to shoot. To the left corner for Justin Steers, who checked in, and Steers fouled late after the shot. Justin Steers, a freshman from Philadelphia. He'll shoot 3 free throws in the fall by Ryan Andino.
First, team second.
Steers headed to the line. The Greater Hope Christian Academy in Philadelphia. Started one game this year against Richmond back on December 5th. 17 minutes as he makes his first free throw. Averaging about 14 minutes of contest off the bench for Juan Dixon, who's taken the heavy lifting approach to non-conference play. Went to Wisconsin, Virginia, Houston, and Notre Dame, amongst others. As Steers makes his second free throw. Dante Caldwell and Tyler Jones in for the first time for the Hawks. A couple of juniors from California and Jersey, respectively. Taylor and Andino sit. Steers the southpaw with his third free throw. Leaves it on the front of the iron. Rebound hauled down by Jones. Up to 5. 11-0 run. Not gone by in the basketball game. Hawks need a bucket. Here's Arudia on the left wing. Brian Arudia, screen from Jimphy. Backed out, clip guarding fiercely. Arudia zigzag. zigzags to the free throw line. Arudia hanging around, crossover dribble, gets Andrew Fulton. Kicks it out to Frost, left corner for three. Lips out, rebound tipped out and missed a little high off the window. Caldwell. Andrew Fulton rises. Blue basketball. Clayton wraps it down low for Steers. Steers under the basket. Trapped, reverse layup. It's blocked by TJ. Arudia dove forward on the sideline and ends up laying it out of bounds, so it'll stay on Coppin State's end. Hustled by Chad Andrews Fulton for Coppin State, who dove near the Hawk bench. A little bit gimpy getting up. Appears to be all right enough, at least, to continue playing. Coppin State basketball, and A.J. Cheeseman's checking in for Maryland Eastern Shore.
Entering the game for the Shore, A.J. Cheeseman.
Gabriel Jimfy out. Cheeseman working his way back from the injury that cost him a month and a half. Had 7 points in 19 minutes against A&T on Monday. Auslander to inbound, flicks it in for Clayton, top circle. DeJuan Clayton takes a screen from Andrews Fulton, skips it back to him on a pick and roll into the left corner for Morgan. Morgan to Andrews Fulton. Now Morgan will try contest the call with everything, and it's cleared by Arudia. Brian Arudia dancing around top circle for the Hawks. Backs out, hands off to Cheeseman. Arudia, quick trigger to Frost. Down low for Jones, left baseline. Jones posting on a double team. Wrap around to Cheeseman, that's behind him and out of bounds. Taekwon Drummond in, sophomore from the Newport News for Coppin State. And Brendan Medley-Bacon, the 7-foot freshman center from Archbishop Curley High in Baltimore. So it's Auslander, Drummond, Clayton, Steers, and Medley-Bacon on the floor for the blue and gold. DeJuan Clayton dancing over the midway, guarded by Frost. Clayton at the M for Coppin State, screen set by Medley-Bacon. Clayton congealed at the left elbow. Now it's back out for Steers. Steers 10 to shoot, and he lost it out of bounds. Brian Arudia on him like butter on toast. And the youngster turns it over. Hawk basketball, they haven't scored in almost 4 minutes. Coppin's on an 11-0 run. Up 11-5, 13.5 to go in the first half. Arudia jumps to Jones in the right wing. Thought about the three over Medley-Bacon. Instead retreats it back to Arudia. Arudia, screen from Cheeseman, takes it to the right, zigzags to the left, stops and pops the free throw line. It's an air ball. Somebody might have gotten a hand on it. Clayton saves it in for Medley-Bacon, and it's Coppin basketball. Leading pass up for Drummond. Drummond on the left wing, guarded by Jones, and Drummond backs out again. Now Drummond accelerates the right elbow, skips it down low for Steers, baseline out for Auslander on the back door, punched out by Caldwell to Medley-Bacon. Medley-Bacon cuts the paint, triple team, falling over and travels. That's an does the sea legs down low. Medley-Bacon stands 7 foot tall. There's just 235 pounds. That's not a lot of muscle. Ryan Andino in, Brian Arudia out. The Cedric Council returns for Coppin State. Hawk basketball. Frost, Andino, Cheeseman, Caldwell, and Jones. Here's Frost in the left channel for Maryland Eastern Shore. Frost guarded by Clayton, and we got a foul away from the basketball. It's against Taekwon Drummond. We're getting tangled with Ryan Andino.
Eagles foul number 2. Taekwon Drummond's first. Team's first.
First foul against Coppin in this game. Frost a trigger, finds Andino, thought about the right wing three, instead gets it back to Frost in the corner. Now Jones left wing, he'll spot and halfway down and rattles out. Physics unkind to Jones. Rebound Eagles. This is Auslander right sideline falling over, back to Medley-Bacon. Medley-Bacon will try a three, short. Caldwell tips and Cheeseman hauls it in. Here comes the Shore. Frost right side paint, he backs out on the wing. Down. Ahmad Frost, the floor general in this setup. Rowley was pressed into last year with all the injuries. Frost dribbling towards the left sideline now. Ahmad stops, finds Caldwell left corner. Out to Frost again on the channel. 10 to shoot. Frost bobbing in and out. Step back three. Bullseye. Ahmad Frost Jesse Williams loves it on the sideline here. Rising to three, hands in jubilation. Eastern Shore breaks up the run. 11-8 Coppin State, under 12 to play in the first half. Eagle basketball. Medley Bacon right baseline. Posting against Cheeseman. Turns to his right. Gets around his man. And to travel as Medley Bacon takes too many steps. Media timeout. 11:46 to play in the first half. Coppin State leads Eastern Shore 11-8 on the Shore Sports Network and SFMSports.net.
The Courtyard by Marriott on Route 13 in Salisbury offers comfortable rooms and meeting spaces, as well as always superior customer service and a great location near. Ask for details about their Maryland Eastern Shore partner race. The Courtyard by Marriott in Salisbury is a partner of Maryland Eastern Shore Athletics, and proud to bring you this broadcast of Hawks basketball on SFMSports.net.
Hawks fans, improving reliability with new technology and upgrades is only part of Delmarva Power's commitment to customers. They're also helping customers save money and energy with tools. Everyone saves monthly bills. Just visit delmarva.com/everyone saves for more. That's delmarva.com/everyone saves. Delmarva Power, proud sponsor of Maryland Shore Athletics.
This is Maryland Eastern Shore basketball from SFMSports.net.
11:46 to play in the first half. Eastern Shore trailing Coppin State 11-8. Hawks 3 of 9 from the floor. Coppin State's only 3 of 10. They've gone to the free throw line a handful of times already. Coppin State, as mentioned, 0-15 in non-conference play. They've lost 30 games in a row in the non-conference, but in their defense, they did not play anybody subdivision 1. It was all about the money and all about the heavy experience for Juan Dixon's crew. Dixon was all about heavy experience. The front of the line of Division 1 is Hawk basketball. Here's Caldwell, right wing, tries 3, missed it strong. Rebound for player of the Final Four in 2002 when Maryland won its only national championship under Gary Williams. Beat Mike Davis's Indiana Hoosiers in the final. Take a inbound underneath their own basket. Dixon in his second year hired to replace Michael. 2016-17 was the head coach of the women's program at the University of the District of Columbia, Division II. They replaced Dwayne Burrows, the current Coppin State women's basketball coach. Cedric Council in left corner travels. He tried to accelerate in. It's Hawk basketball. Dixon, 17th overall pick for the Washington Wizards in 2002. For 7 seasons, Wizards, Blazers, Raptors, Pistons, and played overseas for 2 more years before retiring in 2011. Mont Frost left channel for Maryland Eastern Shore. Now it's Caldwell top circle, guarded by Auslander. Screen set by Cheeseman. Caldwell runs into more traffic. Now Cheeseman right baseline, pumps it out for Frost, and now Jones in the left corner 9 to shoot, and TJ travels. Dixon started his coaching tenure under Mark Turgeon at Maryland, returning home to cut his teeth. And he's not too far removed from College Park in Baltimore, trying to bring Coppin back dead. Start 2-0 in conference. They beat Savannah and Del State, their first 2-0 start in league play since 03-04. Dixon was still in the league. 10:40 to play first half. Eastern Shore trailing Coppin 11-8. Here's Drummond on the left wing for Coppin State. Cross-court rainbow for Ibn. Auslander straight away for 3. Hooks to the left. Cheeseman boxes out and elevates to the board. Shore basketball. Here's Frost. Stops. Hands off for Cheeseman. Left baseline. Down low for Jones. Out to Cheeseman again. Cheeseman. Pass to Caldwell. Out to Andino. Right wing for 3. Shanks it. Strong. Medley Bacon, the rebound's off of his hand and out of bounds. The Hawks retain possession. Chad Andrews Fulton back in for Medley Bacon. Just the match, frankly, for Coppin State. Or no, the ball's actually off of White, and it is Coppin State basketball. Here come the Eagles. Williams, freshman from Newark, New Jersey, taking it himself all the way, and he draws or commits a charge. A.J. Cheeseman set up down low.
Eagles foul number 0, Williams. First.
Ryan Arudi coming back in for the Hawks. Dante Caldwell out. Ball down to Arudia. Frost, Jones, Cheeseman, Andino also on the floor for White. Skip for Jones on the left wing. TJ right by the long arms of Chad Andrews-Fulton. And off to Arudia. Arudia dancing back towards the M. Now and a hand jack on Williams. Too much contact. Officials today, Everett Summers, the head referee, Clyde Hill and Julius Terrell joining him on the floor, the 3 men in stripes. Hawks retain possession. Here's Arudia top circle. Arudia accelerates in, bobs out the left elbow. Now Jones around the horn to Frost. Ahmad steps back to the right elbow. He'll try a right corner three. Hooks to the right. David Williams elevates the board. Here comes Williams right to left for Coppin State, taking it himself again. Up and under layup, too strong. And Frost climbs the ladder for the board. Here come the Hawks again. It's Ryan Andino. Catch and shoot left wing three. Got it! Ryan Andino. Timeout taken by Juan Dixon. A 30-second break. Hawks tie it up. 11-11. 9:23 to play in the first half. 30-second break, so we're sticking with you. Ryan Andino, 10th all-time scorer in Hawk history. 1 of 10 with 1,000 career points. He's got a couple of plays a day, now got 1,167 for here. And trying to win on a homecoming for the first time in his career. Rookie of the year in the MEAC in 14-15 for that Eastern Shore team that won 18 games. Homecoming is not one of them. No, last time the Hawks won at homecoming, the youngest Eastern Shore player was still in middle school. It's been a while. Auslander to trigger the inbound for the Eagles is Juan Dixon. Got his say. Juan Clayton, relatively quiet since the first few minutes, accelerates around a couple of defenders. Middle lane, kicking for Auslander left wing. Now Andrews-Fulton straight away for three. In and out. Halfway down, rattles out. Andino with the clearance. Here comes Eastern Shore trying to take its first lead since it was up 5-0. Leads to Barley on the channel. He backs out. Barley getting a structural free. Loosely by Auslander. Bartley's content to run the shot clock down. Screen for Cheeseman. Bartley at the left wing. Stops and pops at the elbow. Too high out the window. And a foul is called on the top of the board. It's against. Was that Andino or Andrews-Fulton? Or was it Andrews-Fulton? Eastern Shore end. Tyler Jones and Ahmad Frost out. 8:47 to play in the first half. 11 all. Andrews-Fulton getting an explanation for his foul. Well, he had too much contact. That should happen. And we've got a whistle. They take the ball right back from Arudia. Marshall was serving with the umpire, just trying to figure something out. And now the Hawks want to sub Frost back into the game. The official won't let him. Or now they will. What was that about, I wonder? Oh, there it is. Kanan Bartley's out. Ahmad Frost is in. Arudia standing on the sideline finally gets the inbound. Looking for Frost. Finds him on the right wing. Now it's back to Arudia in the corner. Back to TJ. Straight away for three. Bullseye. Tyler Jones from downtown. 14-11. Eastern Shore on a 9-0 run. 8.5 to play in the opening session. DeJuan Clayton accelerates around. Jones plays up from the left side. 14-13 Eastern Shore. Arudia left to right into the front court. Bryan skips it for Cheeseman on the right wing. Cheeseman, big bounce for Jones, way too strong, stolen by Marshall. Marshall, Coppin jumps outside right sideline, tries to save it in, and he cannot. It is Hawk basketball.
Re-entering for the short, Kanan Bartley.
Kanan Bartley's checking in for Maryland East. basketball. Arudia left to right. Joined by Bartley, Jones, Andino, and Taylor. Arudia left sideline, jumps for Andino, and Andino travels. Never got a good handle on it. A game of turnovers. That's the 8th one for the Hawks in this game. Coppin State's got 4. The team shooting a combined 9 for 28, so not exactly bringing the fireworks home. Clayton zigzags right to left into attack formation. He's on the left wing now, jumps for Andrews Fulton. Fake handoff left of center, dribbles once, fakes a handoff to Lamar Morgan. Looking out for Morgan, finds him. Morgan to Clayton again with 9 to shoot. Clayton chased back near the timeline. Trying to shake it. Right, left, right again. Behind the shoulder layup at 10. Clayton slinks forward and gives Coppin State a 7.5 play before halftime. Here's Arudia from the M for Maryland Eastern Shore. Needing an answer. Arudia swing coming from Taylor. Stops the left elbow. Back out for Jones on the left wing. DJ. Side where Zeke spins to his left. Hook shot off the backboard. Didn't get the angle. And Andrews Fulton boxes out. And here comes Coppin. One Clayton. Wrap around for Marshall left baseline. Marshall cross-court rainbow for Morgan, who has to leave up to save it out of bounds. Morgan, NBA range 3, sits on the iron out. And Rudy comes down with a rebound. Gets nicked by Andrews Fulton. That one in the morning. It's our media timeout. 6:54 to play in the first half. Eastern Shore trails Coppin 15-14 on the Shore Sports Network and SFMSports.net.
Do you need a break, a getaway? Plan a visit to a place to be anywhere. Lay back, relax with your toes in the sand and wine. Good sounds of the ocean. Please, your pound. The meal at Cape Pasa Restaurant on the Bay while taking in the sights of a beautiful sunset. It's time to get away and make that getaway to the Hyatt Place Dewey Beach. Call 302-864-9100 or visit HyattPlaceDeweyBeach.com. Make a lifetime of memories in your own backyard at Hyatt Place Dewey Beach. That's Hyatt Place Dewey Beach on Facebook and
Pivot
Instagram.
Physical Therapy is the leading provider of physical therapy and sports medicine services in the Mid-Atlantic region. 170 locations. Methods to over 120 youth, scholastic, collegiate, and professional programs. Pivot Physical Therapy is in your backyard with locations in Salisbury, Berlin, Cambridge, Easton, and Seaford. Pivot Physical Therapy and Pivot Sports Medicine is a proud partner of the University of Maryland Eastern Shore, providing athletic training and physical therapy care for East Shore Hawks.
This is Hawks basketball from SFMSports.net.
6:54 to play in the first half. Eastern Shore trailing Coppin State 15-14. Will DeBoer with you on the Shore Sports Network. 2014, that was the last time Maryland Eastern Shore won a homecoming game. The final season of the Frankie Allen era. The Bobby Collins years began the next season. Bang. One of the big stars from that era is in the house right now, Bakari Copeland. Talking with Sean Yonker, the SID. Copeland, first team All-MEAC in 2016-17. That was my first year behind this microphone, and what a star he was. The best forward in the league that year, as the Hawks made a surprise run to the MEAC semifinals before they lost to the buzzsaw of North Carolina Central. Offensive foul. Eastern Shore gets it away. Looks like Isaac Taylor commits an illegal screen. Second foul against Zeke. See Gabriel Jim for the Hawks as Taylor in foul trouble will ride Pine for the rest of the half, assumedly. Coppin basketball, the one Clayton facing a bit of a press. Counts up the screen for him as Clayton accelerates to the right wing and backs out again. Juan having a solid game so far, 6 points, 3 free shooting. They're clean up, and now Bartley steals the ball away from Drummond, and Drummond flip-flops over the line after deflecting it away. Eastern Shore basketball as Drummond went penguin sliding underneath the basket. Shore basketball, Arudia, Jim Fee, Jones, Andino, Bartley on the floor for the Hawks. Kind of a small lineup, and now Ahmad Frost about to check in. For Bartley. 6:19 to play in the first half. 1 point Coppin lead. Arudia to inbound. Frost wide open, right wing, catch and shoot three. Got it! Ahmad Frost. What separation. They just forgot about him. 17-15, Hawks, 6:10 to go before halftime. Here's Clayton, right wing for Coppin State. Wraps around inside for Council. Kick back out for Drummond. Drummond in the right corner. Looking, dribbles, steps in, 17-footer right wing, short, rebound Andino. Here's Arudia, left to right into the front court for the Hawks. Arudia, shoulder bumped by Drummond. Bryan accelerating in, drawing the contact.
For the Eagles, Justin Steers.
So Justin Steers come back in for the Eagles. Going to get to break with 2 fouls. It's the 6th foul against Coppin State in this half, so the Hawks will shoot 1-1 the next foul. Arudia inbounds to Andino. Quick trigger, right corner, pocket 3. He's fouled. The shot was a little long, but Andino drawing the contact, and he'll shoot 3 free throws.
Eagles foul number 4.
You know, 6 points already today to lead the way for the Hawks. Ahmad Frost also has 6.
For the short, shooting 3.
Tyler Jones 3, Isaac Taylor 2, and that's it. How about this? Eastern Shore's 5 of 11 from downtown, just 6 of 16 overall. Sandino's first free throw up and in. Dino, 82% free throw shooter when he gets to the line, which is rare. So the Hawks are just 1 for 5 in their 2-point buckets today. Second free throw tickles Twine as well. 2-possession lead for the Hawks for the first time. Or the second time, really. They were up 5-0 at one point. And the third free throw for Andino is in. This is tied for the largest of the Hawks, 20-15 Eastern Shore, under 6. Clayton double team in the backcourt for Coppin State. It's the Steers who nearly lose it out of bounds, and they finally get it over with 1 second to spare. That's Council just over the timeline. Hands it back to Clayton. Coppin can slow it down here. Right sideline, he jumps it for Council. Dribble drive in, right side paint. Stripped. Cleaning up the Steers, though. Accelerates it. Cliff Reed. Is this a sideline warning? It's a sideline warning. Delay a game against Kanan Bartley, who was standing up and too close to the sideline. A.J. Cheeseman back in for the Hawks. Tyler Jones out. 2017 Hawks, 5.5 to play before halftime. Here's Arudia, glides over the M. Now Frost and Andino deep in the backcourt for the Shore. Finds Arudia left wing, double team, kicks for Jim Fee at the free throw line. Thought about the jumper, instead accelerates in, lays it off the window and in. Gabriel Jim Fee with the loose wheels. 22-17 Eastern Shore, 5 minutes to play before halftime. Council for Coppin, pumps it to Marshall in the right wing. Cross-court rainbow for Morgan, tries the 3. Contact, no fouls called though, and the official was right there. Here's Arudia left to right. Circling back out, shovels for Andino. Straight away for 3. Yes, sirree! Ryan Andino, pump at the crowd. He's got 12. 25-17. Hawks their largest lead. 4.5 to play in the first. And Coppin with a wild turnover as Marshall scooped it from... tried to get it to Marshall. Morgan tried to get it to Marshall. Way too tall for him. Ken Auslander and Chad Andrews Fulton in for Coppin State. Marshall and Steers out. Eastern Shore feeling it today. Ryan Andino motioned the crowd after that last 3, saying, give me some more, give me some more. Here's Andino on the left channel, guarded by Auslander. Now Frost left sideline. Frost loses the handle. Jim Fee's there to clean up. Hand off back to Arudia on the right channel. Retreats towards the timeline. Cliff Reed calling out a play. Arudia slithers in left side, baseline. And Council stays with him the whole way. It's Coppin basketball off the trip. Andrews Fulton right to the left. Team. Jump for Council on the left wing. Into the corner for Auslander. Council here. Push off the ball. Pass it out of bounds. Come back. 3:58 to play in the first half. Eastern Shore 25, Coppin State 17 on the Shore Sports Network and SFM Sport.
It's cold and flu season again. Are you ready?
Uh-oh.
Don't worry. Clorox disinfecting wipes kill 99.9% of germs and help keep the memories going even through the sneezy month. Stock up on Clorox disinfecting wipes today for a clean and healthy home during cold and flu season. Clorox. Clean is the beginning. What comes next is everything. Use as directed on hard, non-porous surfaces.
Are you thinking about selling your home? Well, think bigger. Selling is old school. Selling is small, while the rental market is huge. Since 2010, renter households are up by 4 million nationwide, while last year, home ownership hit a 30-year low. So before you sell, look into renting. It's easy, fast, and worry-free when you hire Renters Warehouse. They'll price your property, find your tenants, collect the rent, and take those pesky maintenance calls. Go to renterswarehouse.com for a free home rental price analysis today. Renters Warehouse, the professional landlords of Rent Estate.
This is Hawks basketball from SFMSports.net.
Final 3:58 of the first half, 25-17. Eastern Shore leads Coppin State. It's Hawk homecoming. Hawks on top. Raucous crowd, the largest of the season as always. They've got the 2 end zone stands. This one. The baseline seats pretty much full. And the ones in the end zone about 3/4 full. Andino left corner tries a 3 for the Hawks. Missed it. Gets his own rebound. Reverse layup is in. Ryan Andino, 14 first half points. Chasing it down. 27-17. Hawks up by 10. 3.5 to play before halftime. Coppin State head underwater. The Hawks on a 13-2 run over the last 4 minutes. Andrews Fulton left wing to Auslander in the corner. Auslander dribble drive in, steps around. Jimpy lays it up and in. Great handles from Big Red. Ken Auslander, 27-19 Shore. 3:14 to go before the break. Cheeseman right baseline for the Hawks. Double team down low. Gets on his man. Bounce out to Frost left corner. Ahmad down low for Cheeseman again. Cheeseman left baseline to Andino. Clayton deflects. Andino's there to clean up though. 10 to shoot. Here's Frost. Screen coming from Cheeseman. 6 to shoot. Frost slithers in at the free throw line out to Arudia. 4-3. Rudy. Left hand layup. In. Arudia with a burst of speed. Gets around Andrews Fulton. 29-19 Shore. 2:45 to go in the first half. Clayton skips it to Andrews Fulton for Coppin State. Wrap around back out for Clayton again. Juan Clayton. Has the mistake. Has gotten up just 3 shots. Steps around his man. Lays it up. And in. Clayton somehow fighting his way in the land of the tall trees. 29-21 Hawks. 2:22 to play in the opening session. Andino right sideline for Eastern Shore. Auslander in his face. Floats it back out for Arudia. The Freeds team figuring it out over the final 10 minutes of this first half. Over Frost and his knees buckled. It's out of bounds. Coppin basketball.
Ready for the Eagles. Nigel Ward Marshall.
Coppin State basketball. Right to left. This is Clayton. Guarded by Jimphy into the front court. Clayton trying to break the ankles of Jimphy here. Clayton and a hand check on Jimphy. A whole bunch keeps in and out by Clayton, and Jimphy can't keep his hands off.
Gabriel Jimphy is first.
First foul against Jimphy, just the 4th against the Hawks in this half. Cam Bartley in, Ryan Andino out. What a first half he's had. 14 points and 4 rebounds. 1:57 to play before the break. 29-21 Hawks. They led by 8 at North Carolina A&T at the break. Couldn't hold on. Hoping to flip the script today. Here's Clayton left wing for to his own man. Council. Clayton with 12 to shoot. Screen coming from Andrews Fulton. Clayton to the right wing, guarded by Cheeseman. Jabs in, out, step back 3 over Cheese. Rattles out, rebound Andrews Fulton, an offensive board. There's a whistle on the rebound attempt as it looks like Jimphy picks up another foul. He's got kind of an unhappy face.
Short foul number 22. Gabriel Jimphy second.
Coppin basketball. Bounce into Council. Now it's Clayton left corner. Back out for Marshall. Around the horn to Auslander. Auslander shuffles his feet at the right wing. And it's Hawk basketball. tell you some more about Keith Auslander. He graduated from Maryland in 3 years, but played just 18 minutes due to a tumor on his right fibula that was discovered in the fall of 2015. As Ryan Andino's back in now. Went to George Mason for graduate school. He wants to be either a history teacher or a detective. Last year, Coppin State was hemorrhaging bodies and just needed somebody. So his older brother John, who's the associate head coach under Juan Dixon, called him up. He walked on as a graduate player, a grad student. Here's Frost dancing around the right wing for the Hawks. 5 to shoot, step back 3 in the corner. It's an air ball for Outlander. 1 minute to play in the first half. Here's Andrews Fulton for Coppin State.
1 minute remaining.
Finds Clayton straight away. Clayton to the left wing from Marshall. Marshall out for Clayton again. Screen coming from Council. Clayton gets around his man to the left side on the wing. 10 to shoot. Council straight away. And Clayton again with 6 to shoot. Clayton splits 2 defenders, loses the basketball. It's on the floor, scrum for it. Frost comes up with it. Home run pass up for Andino. Handoff for Jimby. Game lays it up. What a sequence. Frost to the seal. Shuts it for Andino, who gets it in stride. Immediately bounces it for Jimby on the left baseline. 31-21 Eastern Shore. 20 seconds to play in the half. Split second difference shot in game clock, so Coppin can pretty much hold on for the final look here. Here's Clayton top circle. Screen from Andrews Fulton, jumps for Auslander left corner. 8 seconds to go. Auslander guarded by Arudia. Step back 3 in the corner. Yes! That's a long 2 for Auslander. And Cliff Reed calls a timeout, so the Hawks can set up a play for the final look at this half. Officially 1.9 seconds remaining. We'll see if they put any more time back. 31-23, Eastern Shore leads. Anyway, with Auslander, of course, called to drop out of Georgia, George Mason, and enroll at Coppin State as a graduate student, and he did last year. He's still got 1 more year of eligibility as a 2-year grad student. Of course, he's got athletic prowess in another area. Auslander played professional Madden NFL football. The video game series under the name of Kaus. K-Aus. Kent Auslander. They officially put 3 seconds on the clock now. 31-23. Eastern Shore. Time for a look. Arudia, Andino, Bartley, Jimby, and Frost here, so 4 of them out of the 5 can shoot 3-pointers. Arudia to trigger the inbound. Pumps it for Jimby, right sideline. 2-1. Jimpy's going to have to try a 3 himself from the right wing and missed it on an air ball, but that's halftime. Eastern Shore closing the first half strong. Hawks lead Coppin State 31-23. Second straight game. The Hawks have held an 8-point lead at the break. We'll see if they can bring it on home this time around. Take a break. When we come back, the full stats analysis, and we'll have a replay of Coach Fred Batchelor's interview from the postgame show. The Hawks win over Coppin State from earlier today, and we'll have much more as well. It's an extended 25-minute halftime festivities. So you'll hear a lot of babbling on for the next 25 minutes, but we'll try and keep it interesting as possible. Again, your score at halftime. The Maryland Eastern Shore Hawks 31, the Coppin State Eagles 23. Halftime next on the Shore Sports Network and SFMSports.net.
Your Doc's Inn Urgent Care has you covered. From physicals to flu shots, pediatrics to pneumonia, strep throat to stitches, whether you're on vacation or on your way to work, they accept most insurance and offer affordable self-pay options. Use Clockwise online, call, or just stop by. Your Doc's Inn has been named the best urgent care for 4 years in a row. Your Doc's Inn Urgent Care, with 6 convenient locations to serve you on Maryland's Eastern Shore, whether you live here or you're just traveling through.
In the Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference, success for our student athletes isn't just measured by wins and losses, points on the scoreboard, or individual stats. It's also measured by their performance in the classroom, in the community, and ultimately graduation. Our student athletes aren't just playing to win a single game. They're playing to win at life, because games end, but life keeps on going. The MEAC, educating student athletes for the game of life.
Signs by Tomorrow is proud to be one of the founding companies of the one-day sign. Our services include banners, trade show displays, window and vehicle lettering, decals, name tags, logo reproduction, and real estate signs. We offer free estimates, design proposals, and on-site consultations. One-day service is available. Let us show you what we can do for you. Signs by Tomorrow.
Call 410-860-0033 or visit signsbytomorrow.com.
You need a break, a getaway? Plan a visit to Hyatt Place Dewey Beach in Delaware. Relax with your toes in the sand and unwind to the sounds of the ocean. Please your palate with a delicious meal at Cape Hossa Restaurant on the Bay while taking in the sights of a beautiful sunset. It's time to get away and make that getaway to the Hyatt Place Dewey Beach. Call 302-864-9100 or visit HyattPlaceDeweyBeach.com. Make a lifetime of memories in your own backyard at Hyatt Place Dewey Beach. Hyatt Place Dewey Beach on Facebook and Instagram.
All money managers might seem the same, but while some give their clients cookie-cutter portfolios, Fisher Investments tailors portfolios to your goals and needs. Some only call when they have something to sell. Fisher calls regularly, so you stay informed. And while some advisors are happy to earn commissions whether you do well or not, Fisher Investments fees are structured so we do better when you do better. In other words, we're on your side. That's why most of our clients come from other money managers. So if you're in or nearing retirement, talk with us and find out why investors are switching to and staying with Fisher Investments. Fisher Investments. Clearly better money management. Investments in securities involve the risk of loss. Visit us at FisherInvestments.com to find out what we can do for you.
The flagship station for Maryland Eastern Shore basketball is WTGM Salisbury, Delmarva's Fox Sports 960.
This is Maryland Eastern Shore basketball from SFNSports.net. Now let's go courtside. This is the halftime show.
And we welcome you inside the Shore halftime show, a special extended halftime show for homecoming from the Hytche Center here. And where the Maryland Eastern Shore Hawks lead the Coppin State Eagles 31-23 after 20 minutes of action. Will DeBoer with you on the Shore Sports Network. It was the Ryan Andino show in the first half. Andino, 14 points, 4 of 7 shooting, 3 of 6 from downtown, hit 3 free throws as well. Andino at the 14 points and 4 rebounds in 17 minutes. It's his final homecoming. He's trying to win on homecoming for the first time as a Hawk. Eastern Shore as a team in the 25, that's 44%, 6 of 15 from downtown, 3 of 3 from the charity stripe. Coppin State was a 9 for 23 shooting team in the first half, 39%, 1 of 9 from distance, and 4 of 5 from the free throw line. Again, your leading scorer for the Hawks was Ryan Andino with 14 points and 4 rebounds. 6 points off the bench for Ahmad Frost. He had a couple trays. Gabriel Jimfy had 4 points, 3 for Tyler Jones, 2 each for Isaac Taylor and Ryan Arrudia. And scorers in the game were Kanan Bartley, A.J. Cheeseman, and Dante Caldwell. Coppin State, meanwhile, led by their top player, DeJuan Clayton. 8 points, 4 of 5 shooting in 18 minutes for Clayton. Other scorers, 4 off the bench for Justin Steers and Kent Auslander. 3 points for Lamar Morgan. A deuce each for Chad Andrews Fulton and Nigel Marshall. Cedric Council will score. So was Ivan Williams, Taekwon Drummond, and Brendan Medley-Bacon. Situation, Coppin State leading at 15-14, 2-1 on the offensive end. The fouls, Eastern Shore had 5 fouls, but they were concentrated. Isaac Taylor and Gabriel Jimfy each had 2. Coppin State with 7 first half fouls, also concentrated. 2 fouls each for Chad Andrews Fulton, Ibn Williams, and 1 to Drummond. assists, 9-1. Eastern Shore has assisted on 9 of their 11 made buckets in the first half. 6 helpers alone for Brian Arudia. That's already reached his average in MEAC play. 1 Coppin State assist. They have been all sorts of discombobulated on the offensive end, stifled by the Hawk defense. They have just 1 assist on 9 made field goals. The turnovers, 11 for Coppin State, 9 for Eastern Shore. Blocks, 2-1 Coppin State, steals, 2-1 Hawks. Points in the paint, Coppin State with a slight edge, 12-10. Points off turnovers, 7 for each. Second chance points, 2-0 Shore. Fast break points, 2-0 Shore. And the bench points, 9-8 for the Hawks. We've had 1 tie and 4 lead changes. Back and forth first 10 minutes. But the Hawks went on a big push towards the end of the first half. Led by as many as 10, they lead by 8 at the break, 31-23. Some big donations for the UMS Foundation to Center Court from some alumni groups. Keith Davidson, our athletic director, shaking hands out there. The way an athletic director does. We'll hope to have Keith on for some of this halftime if we can pull him away for 5 minutes from all of his duties. Think of a second word that means duties. The center court, shaking hands and all that. But we'll hope to talk to him on the other side of this commercial break. We will hear from Fred Batchelor. It was his post-game interview from an hour ago when his Eastern Shore Hawks beat Coppin State 74-54 to improve to 11-2 in conference and 15-11 overall. Coach Batchelor next. Shore Halftime Show. Shore Sports Network, SFMSports.net.
Pivot Physical Therapy is the leading provider of physical therapy and sports medicine services in the Mid-Atlantic region, with over 270 clinic locations and providing sports medicine services to over 120 youth, scholastic, collegiate, and professional programs. Pivot Physical Therapy is in your backyard with locations in Salisbury, Berlin, Cambridge, Easton, and Seaford. Pivot Physical Therapy and Pivot Sports Medicine is a proud partner of the University of Maryland Eastern Shore, providing athletic training and physical therapy care to your Maryland Eastern Shore Hawks.
The Eastern Shore is a perfect place to visit year-round. A gem hidden on the lower shore is the Henson, located in the heart of Princess Anne on the picturesque campus of the University of Maryland Eastern Shore. The Henson is the perfect choice for campus visits, business trips, reunions, meetings, and relaxing getaways. Check into the Henson and we'll take care of the rest. Along at umes.edu/Henson.
Training is about more than muscle. It's about inner strength. So I push myself. That's why I serve in the United States Coast Guard. I train with the best. A team that shares my drive and commitment. We collect intelligence, guard our shores against drug smugglers, and keep our waterways safe. Because our nation expects more. Discover a future that meets your expectations. Learn more at gocoastguard.com.
Courtyard by Marriott on Route 13 in Salisbury offers comfortable rooms and meeting spaces, as well as always superior customer service in a great location near the mall. Call 410-742-4405 and ask for details about their special Maryland Eastern Shore partner rates. The Courtyard by Marriott in Salisbury, an official partner of Maryland Eastern Shore Athletics, and proud to bring you this broadcast of Hawks basketball on SFMSports.net.
It's that time of year again. The temperature's down low and the excuses come out.
My temperature's like 170, Mom.
Luckily, Clorox cleanup spray kills 99.9% of germs, so you can keep those excuses for another day. Stock up on Clorox cleanup spray today for a healthy home during cold and flu season. Clorox, clean is the beginning. What comes next is directed on hard, non-porous surfaces.
Are you thinking about renting out your house? Good choice, because the rental market is red hot. And renting has never been easier, especially when you hire Renters Warehouse. Their rent estate advisors will find you great tenants, collect the rent, and take those pesky maintenance calls, all while someone else pays your mortgage. Plus, Renters Warehouse gives you 24/7 property management for one low, flat monthly fee. Go to renterswarehouse.com and get a free home rental price analysis. It's easy, fast, and worry-free. Renters Warehouse, the professional landlords of rent estate.
This is Maryland Eastern Shore basketball from SFMSports.net.
Comes from helping others.
Back on the Shore halftime show, Hawks beating Coppin State 31-23 at the break. We'll hear from Fred Batchelor now. This is a post-game interview as the Hawks basketball team continued to roll. 74-54 against Coppin State earlier today. Here's Coach B. Well, Coach, you set the tone early at 27 first quarter and really got the crowd into it. And hey, there's another good win on homecoming.
Yeah, it was it was kind of a unique game in the sense that we had a really good start, and we left those kids out there probably too long. But I didn't want to mess it up either at the same time. And I thought our first five played really good today.
We were talking in the pregame about the two big stars. Got our numbers. Brooke Fields did not. 7 points. And can we say that's Regine Martin, who was on her for most of the game. CeCe Byram, too. That was a great defensive effort.
Yeah, I thought we did a good job. I mean, with knowing what their tendencies were and trying to make it difficult for them. You know, even with Chance, I mean, she's such a dominant player. You know, she's going to find a way to get some numbers. And I thought we limited her effectiveness in the most important parts of the game to where the other numbers didn't really matter.
It was your last homecoming for your four seniors. They all shined, all had double figures scoring. With the 16, Walker. I mean, what can you say? They don't have too many home games left, and they're making the most of them.
You know, and I wanted them to get people to enjoy it because they deserve it. They work so hard, and we're where we are because of those three, and everyone else. But those three were really critical and leading the way.
This is your 11th win. And we were looking at the numbers. This is the most wins that you ever had in a 16-game MEAC schedule.
Wow. Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
Now we got to get 12.
Now we got to get 12, and we'll see you up at Delaware State on Saturday. A quick preview. They got that big down low. How do you slow her down?
That's tough. I haven't even figured that out yet. You know, we just have to maximize our intensity and garner and understand that it's going to take more than one person and make things difficult for her. But great players find a way to get their numbers to have big games. At the end of the day, we want to find a way to beat them.
Well, we got a week to figure it out, Coach. Congratulations, and we'll see you up at Dover.
Thanks, Bill.
That was Fred Batchelor, head Hawk women's basketball coach, after his team's 74-54 win. The leading scorers from that game from Maryland Eastern Shore, it was Regine Martin, who led the way with 16 points. CeCe Byram had 15 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists. Dominique Walker had a double-double off the bench, 13 points and 10 boards. And Kiara Eaton had 12 points, all in the first half, all of them from three-point range. Hawks now 15-11 on the season, 11-2 in the MEAC. That is, as we mentioned, the most wins on the 16-game MEAC schedule in his 15 years here. He can tie the most wins he's ever had. He won 12-6 about 13 years ago with a win up at Delaware State next Saturday. As yes, they've got a big task ahead of them to try and contain that beast down low for Delaware State. That's Najee Pollard, who's averaging 23 points and 11 rebounds a game for Delaware State. She's essentially all the offense they've got, though, so the Hawks have a pretty good look. After that, a couple of games in March at home. It's Morgan State and Delaware State to close out the regular season. Then it's the MEAC tournament. The Hawks almost certainly will get a first-round bye and are staring the number 2 seed square in the eye. As long as nothing unexpected, nothing hinky happens over the next few weeks. We're going to take a commercial break, and when we come back, I don't know what we're going to have. We're going to have maybe some scores, maybe Keith Davidson. Well, I don't know. We'll just reach down in the grab bag and see what we've got on this happy homecoming. And the Hawks leading 31-23 after the break on the Shore Sports Network and SFMSports.net.
Hawks fans, improving reliability with new technology and upgrades is only part of Delmarva Power's commitment to customers. They're also helping customers save money and energy with tips, tools, and programs that can help everyone reduce monthly bills. Just visit delmarva.com/everyone saves for more. That's delmarva.com/saves. Delmarva Power, proud sponsor of Maryland Eastern Shore Athletics.
This is Dr. Walt Gianelli, founder of UrDoxN. We are here for you and all of life's little twists and turns. Sometimes you can't plan your route, but you can get back on track again. Our medical experts at UrDoxN are here to care for you when you need us, delivering the best urgent care. We've even been voted 5 years in a row. Feel better, faster. Visit one of our 6 Eastern Shore locations today. Just walk in. No appointment. Or check us out at yourdoxin.com. Locations are open beginning at 8 a.m. every single day. 877-222-4934.
Signs by Tomorrow is proud to be one of the founding companies of the one-day sign industry. Our services include banners, trade show displays, window and vehicle lettering, decals, name tags, logo reproduction, and real estate signs. We offer free estimates, design proposals, and on-site consultations. One-day service is available. Let us show you what we can do for you. Signs by Tomorrow.
Call 410-860-0033 or visit signsbytomorrow.com.
In the Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference, success for our student athletes isn't just measured by wins and losses, points on the scoreboard, or individual stats. It's also measured by their performance in the classroom, in the community, and ultimately graduation. They're not playing to win a single game. They're playing to win at life. Because games end, but life keeps on going. The MEAC, educating student athletes for the game of life.
Keeps coming. You know what to do.
Hey, I'm gonna just rip this Band-Aid off. We need to break up. You're not good for me. I'm always sweaty and uncomfortable around you. And I'm not getting relationship. You're just a basic memory foam mattress. I deserve better. And before you ask, yes, there is someone else. I've been seeing the purple mattress online for a while now. Don't blame yourself. How can you compete with a bed that totally supports me, hugs my pressure points, and sleeps so effortlessly cool? Not to mention the 100-night trial and free shipping. Now that's a bed with benefits. It'll make me feel better than you ever could.
Break up with your old mattress and get with the Purple today. Get $100 store credit with the purchase of a mattress. Just text READY to 484848 to get your $100 store credit. The only way to get this exclusive offer is to text READY to 484848. That's READY to 48484.
Message and data play at 5. Honesty and privacy policy found at purple.com. Reply help for help or stop to cancel.
This is Maryland Eastern Shore basketball from SFMSports.net.
Background special extended Shore halftime show. The Hawks leading up 23 at the break. Still got about 6 minutes to go before the second half begins. It's homecoming. Everybody's back in town. Bakari Copeland seeing the home game for the first time. He played here 2 years ago. First team all-conference forward for the old Bobby College regime. Logan McIntosh is here. I see him in a jacket to the left of us. He was the star point guard last year for the Hawks. And, everybody's here. Really festive atmosphere. The Hawks trying to make it a happy homecoming for everybody. Homecoming for the first time since 2014. Scores from around the MEAC. 2 games going on with us right now. 4 minutes to play in the first half from South Carolina State. Bulldogs trailing Bethune-Cookman 34-31. VCU having a disappointing season, 6-5 in the MEAC after being picked to win the conference in the preseason. 5 minutes to go in the first half. Howard, Bison getting smoked by North Carolina A&T 38-23. Howard also having a disappointing year at 6-4 despite boasting the 2 top scorers in the conference in R.J. Cole and Charles Williams. Later today in the 6 o'clock time frame, Florida A&M's at Savannah State and North Carolina Central at Norfolk State. Central and Norfolk should be a dandy of a matchup. You've got the conference leader at Norfolk State at 9 against the team that's been the gatekeeper in the MEAC for the last several years in North Carolina Central. Just 7-4 in conference, but still highly dangerous. And that's what's going on later tonight. Hawks are off on Monday. They'll be back in action at Delaware State next Saturday. Scores from around the top 25. Number 6 Michigan beat number 24 Maryland 65-52. Number 8 North Carolina smoked Wake Forest 95-57. Number 16 Louisville held on to beat 11-55. 5. Number 4, Virginia beat Notre Dame 60-54. Number 15, Texas Tech 86-61 over Baylor. Number 17, Florida State over Georgia Tech 69-47. And now the game's still going on. 17 minutes to go, second half. 12, Purdue beats Penn State 40-34. 3 minutes into the second half in Kansas. Number 14, Jayhawks leading West Virginia 47-20. 5 minutes gone by second half. Number 18, Kansas State trails number 23, Iowa State 54-38. At 3 minutes to go first half. Number 22, Virginia Tech up 22-21 on Pittsburgh. Later tonight, number 2, Duke hosts North Carolina State. Number 19, LSU visits Georgia. Number 21, Iowa visits Rutgers. The big one on ESPN at 8 o'clock. Number 1, number 5, Kentucky. And at 10 o'clock, number 3, Gonzaga visits San Diego. And number 7, Nevada is at Wyoming. We'll take one last break, 3 minutes, come back, and bring you the second half on the Shore Sports Network and SFMSports.net.
As a jet car racer, Elaine Larson has had interesting experiences.
I hit a wall at 280 miles an hour.
While most of us don't race jet cars, we get that life comes with risk. But your retirement shouldn't. Elaine purchased an annuity to secure a guaranteed monthly retirement income for life, so her life won't stop working when she does. Find out if an annuity is right to protect your future at retireyourrisk.org.
What's in store for your business this week at Staples?
A printer with more ink than you think.
The Epson EcoTank printer comes with up to 2 years of ink included, right in the box.
So you can print up to 2 years worth of reports and proposals. Just think about how much you'll save on ink.
And right now at Staples, save $150 on the Epson EcoTank 4750. Plus, when you trade in your old printer in store, you'll save an additional $50.
Staples, there's a whole lot in store.
And for details.
Attention, everyone. I have a President's Day pro tip. You need to go to Dell.com/business deals right now because Dell's President's Day sale is live as we speak, and it's monumental. Get deals on Dell business computers with 8th Gen Intel Core processors and business tech, plus doorbusters up to 45% off. Call 877-BUY-DELL now to talk technology advisors and get personalized help finding the best tech at President's Day prices. Free shipping included. Again, call 877-BUY-DELL.
Do you ever wonder how we're streaming millions of movies on demand or doing our banking from the beach? And how are we watching a live mission from Mars? Smart business minds dreamed these ideas, and Amazon Web Services is how they built them. With the broadest functionality and the most experience, the leading enterprises trust the AWS cloud to build the next big idea. Are you ready to build it? Learn more at awsishow.com.
Ever wonder why Europeans seem to speak so many languages? Maybe it's because they use Babbel, the #1 selling language learning app in Europe. Babbel's award-winning technology gets you speaking right away, whether you're learning Spanish, French, or German. And best of all, you'll remember what you've learned.
I always thought I was bad at languages, but after using Babbel, I can tell you I was just taught the wrong way.
Using Babbel's 10 to 15-minute lessons, you can be speaking confidently in your language within weeks.
I was amazed that I could start having real-life conversations right away. It was so fast. Now I'm speaking Spanish. Woohoo!
No wonder Babbel is the #1 selling language learning app in Europe. Try it for yourself and see why Babbel is the quick way to get conversational in a new language, like Spanish. You can try Babbel for free. Go to Babbel.com or download the app and try it for free. That's Babbel, Babbel.com, or download the app to try it for free. That's Babbel.com.
This is Hawks basketball from SFMSports.net.
Second half action from the Hytche Center. Yes, it was going to come eventually. The rumors are true. We will have a second half of this game. Eastern Shore leading Coppin State 31-23, and we'll see how the extended halftime impacts both teams coming out of the break. 10 minutes longer than they're used to because of all the homecoming festivities here at Maryland Eastern Shore. Eastern Shore basketball to begin the second session. It's Arudia, Bartley, Jim Fee, Taylor, and Andino. And here we go with the second half. Here's Arudia to the right sideline from Maryland Eastern Shore. Dancing around, guarded by DeJuan Clayton, who's got 8 points to lead the way for Coppin. Rudio had 6 assists already in this game. Pumps it to Bartley on the left wing. Kaner dribbles to the baseline. Stops, guarded by Andrews Fulton. Skips it down low for Jimfy. Jimfy, pass deflected. Taylor comes down with it. Zeke throws it up and in. Isaac Taylor down low. 30 seconds into the half. Coppin basketball left to right. The blue uniforms, gold trim, white numbers. DeJuan Clayton left sideline to Cedric Council straight away for 3. Council too strong off the backboard. Rebound hoisted down by Bartley. Here comes Eastern Shore, right to left. White uniforms, maroon letters, front and back. Numbers 2 for Merrill at Eastern Shore. Skips it for Jimfy on the right channel. Jimfy looking down low. Overhand pump to Rudio on the left wing. Rudio holds it, 10 to shoot, starts his dribble, screen from Jimfy. Now Rudio in the backcourt. 5 seconds left. Taylor's the screen, Rudio to Jimfy. Jimfy will try the straightaway 3. Yes! Gabriel Jimfy from distance. Blue Moon is out. Assist to Arudia. 36-23. Hawks up 13 with 18:40 to go in the second half. There's Nigel Marshall dancing around the right elbow for Coppin, guarded by Arudia. Jimfy comes over to help. Down low for Council. Council reverse layup. He gets fouled by Isaac Taylor, and kind of an unnecessary foul for Taylor. That's his third.
Short foul number 35. Isaac Taylor's third personal. Team's first in the second half.
First foul of the half against Eastern Shore.
At the line, shooting 2 for the Eagles.
And that puts Cedric Council at the line. Council from Coppin State College, same place where A.J. Cheeseman transferred from. Cheeseman from Snellville. Council from Canada, Georgia, as the first free throws in. Council. Last season, 5.5 points, 4 rebounds a game. Had a double-double this year at Notre Dame, 12 points, 17 rebounds in late December as he misses his second free throw. 36-24 Hawks, a minute and a half into the half. Arudia, right sideline for Maryland Eastern Shore. Pumps it for Bartley straight away. Kanan guarded closely by Lomar Morgan. Bartley steps in right elbow, skips out for Jimfy. Thought about another 3, jumps to Andino. Left corner for 3. Bullseye! Brian Andino at 17. 39-24. The Hawks up big. 18 minutes even to go in this one. Here's Clayton, right wing for Coppin. Andrews Fulton around the horn to Marshall. Marshall left baseline, cut off by Arudia. Jimfy reaches in. Marshall gets the back, turnaround left-hand hook shot, counted and the foul. Marshall fires up a dart, and Arudia fouls him.
Number 13, Brian Arudia. His first. Second re-entering for the Shore.
Tyler Jones in, Isaac Taylor out, and Keith Auslander's about to come in for Coppin State. Nigel Marshall at the line, the freshman from Bishop McNamara High School in Irvington, New Jersey. Started 4 straight in December. Had 10 points against Richmond back on December 5th. Flips out, rebound Bartley. Eastern Shore basketball up 39-26 with 17:41 to go in the second half. All Hawks right now. Jimfy right wing. Now Jones straight away for 3. Hooks to the right. And Marshall elevates up and gets the board. Marshall dancing around left sideline for Coppin State. Working for Andrews Fulton. Scoops for Clayton on the right channel. Clayton sees daylight. Steps around. Jones to his right. Lays it up and in and one. Slippery DeJuan Clayton. Corners like a snake in a rat hole. And Jones fouls him. 3-point play chance coming for Clayton. Marshall out, Auslander in, the ex-professional video gamer and brother of associate head coach John Auslander.
DeJuan Clayton shooting 1.
1 free throw coming for DeJuan Clayton. Shoots 75%. He missed it. What do we got here? We got a foul on a second chance shot attempt as Andrew Fulton came down with a rebound, and he gets fouled by Bartley. That's 4 Hawk fouls in the first not even 3 minutes of the second half. That could prove to be costly for Eastern Shore later. Chad Andrews Fulton headed to the line. Andrews Fulton, his family just by themselves could form a basketball team. He's got 5 siblings: Brandon, Diamond, JT, Christina, and Christian, and Chad. son of Jerry and Deborah Andrews Fulton. The officials sent everybody back to their huddles, and they're going to take a look at the monitor for something. Maybe it's to see who the foul is. Maybe to see if there was a little extra contact afterwards. Whatever the situation, we're at a bit of a standstill. 39-28 Eastern Shore, 17-20 to go in the second half, and standstill over. Crowd undeterred, certainly. And Andrews Fulton shooting 2 free throws here. Chad transferred from Baltimore City Community College, which, if Juan Dixon, whoever runs Coppin State, plays it right, could end up being a feeder system. Best players end up at Coppin instead of Morgan State. 2 Baltimore schools in the MEAC, as Andrews Fulton's first free throw rattles around and in. Morgan State won in this rivalry game at Coppin 73-71 back on February 2nd. And Coppin State closes crosstown at Morgan State on March 7th as Andrew Fulton hit both of his free throws. 6-0 run over the past minute. 15-point leads down to 39-30 for the Hawks. 3 minutes gone by in the second half. A lot of scoring happening in the first 3 minutes. Here's Rudia, right channel from Maryland Eastern Shore. Rudia guarded by Auslander. Skipped it down low for Cheeseman, right baseline. A.J. Cheeseman, who checked in. Out back dribble off Cheeseman. Now Rudia, and gonna have to put it up. Desperation 3, just catches iron. Cheeseman saves it in. It's through Jimpy's hand. Now DeJuan Clayton comes up with it. Clayton steps around. And Rudia missed the layup. Morgan with the second chance, and he's fouling the way up. It looked like Jimpy might have gotten a hand on that layup from Clayton. It's why it didn't go in. But no goaltending is called, and that's a second foul against Ryan Andino. Already the 5th foul of the half against Maryland Eastern Shore. Lamar Morgan's headed to the line. Morgan transferred from Mineral Area College in Missouri as he makes his first free throw. Mineral Area, that's right next to Animal Area and Vegetable Area. Originally from Willingboro, New Jersey. Second free throw lips out. Rebound Bartley for Eastern Shore. 39-31. Hawks giving up 7 points in a row. 16 and change to go in this one. Here's Jimpy on the right channel from Maryland Eastern Shore. Finds Rudia top circle. Down low for A.J. Cheeseman. Cheeseman double team now. Sandwich between 2. Bounces it for Jimpy. Gabriel cuts the paint. Back out for Rudia. Dribble drive in right side paint. Pump out for Andino. Left wing for 3. Short. Clayton got a hand on it. It's out of bounds. They say it's off of Eastern Shore and not Coppin State, although Ryan Andino shared his word with the officials saying, oh, come on, Clayton got a hand on that, and it looked like certainly from this angle he did. Whatever the case, Coppin State basketball and the Eagles getting back into this one. Andrews Fulton left corner for Coppin. Now it's Auslander, jumps to Andrews Fulton, left elbow to Morgan, right baseline, dribble drive in, falling forward jumper, right side paint, catches iron, and we have that's another foul. That's against Brian Arudia. It's an elbow. The 6th foul of the half against Maryland Eastern Shore. That's against Cheeseman, actually, not Arudia. But Coppin will shoot free throws the rest of the way, and this is just our first media time out of the half. 39-31 Hawks on the Shore Sports Network and SFMSports.net.
Do you need a break, a getaway? Plan a visit to Hyatt Place Dewey Beach in Delaware. Lay back, relax with your toes in the sand, and unwind to the sounds of the ocean. Please your palate with a delicious meal at Cape Hassa Restaurant. Looking in the sights of a beautiful sunset. It's time to get away and make that getaway to the Hyatt Place Dewey Beach. Call 302-864-9100 or visit HyattPlaceDeweyBeach.com. Make a lifetime of memories in your own backyard at Hyatt Place Dewey Beach. That's Hyatt Place Dewey Beach on Facebook and Instagram.
Training is about more than muscle. It's about strength. That's why I serve in the United States Coast Guard. I train with the best. A team that shares my drive and commitment. We collect intelligence, guard our shores against drug smugglers, and keep our waterways safe. Because our nation expects more. Discover a future that exceeds your expectations. Learn more at GoCoastGuard.com.
This is Hawks basketball from SFMSports.net.
Second half action for the Hytche, 15:54 to play. Eastern Shore leading, Coppin State 39-31. Eastern Shore picked up 6 fouls in that first segment of the second half, so Coppin will shoot free throws the rest of the way after DeJuan Clayton inbounds this one. Coppin State as a team shoots 67% from the line. That's middle of the road in the MEAC. In this game, they're just 8 for 13 from the stripe. Hawks have gotten to the free throw line just once. 3 for 3 at the line, and this is highly similar to what we saw on Monday at North Carolina A&T. As the Aggies shot several more free throws than did the Hawks. They were 18 of 31 from the line. The Hawks were just 7 of 8. Clayton flings it in from Morgan at the edge of the M. That's what channel, double team, jumps to Andrews Fulton, left elbow, back to Morgan, right wing for 3, got it. Lamar Morgan, and don't look now, but the Eagles on a 10-0 run. They cut it to 5 points, 39-30, Eastern Shore, 15 and a half to go. Hawks needing a bucket right now. Andino left sideline for the Hawks, hands off for Arrudia. Arrudia from the M. Arrudia, screen set by Jimfy. Over to help his Council on the left wing. 10 to shoot now. Arrudia centers back up again. Flings it for Jimfy left to center. 6 to shoot. Inside for Cheeseman and a foul. As Council held Cheeseman to get the inside track on that pass.
Eagles foul number 5, Cedric. Council, his
First foul of the half against Coppin, against 6 for Eastern Shore. Cannon Bartley out on Frost in for the Hawks. Arrudia to trigger the inbound. Eastern Shore needs a bucket right here. Arrudia, Andino falls over as they try to get it to him. Inbounded for Jimfy, left baseline, handoff for Arrudia, and Arrudia is hip checked by Andrews Fulton. We could see a lot of whistles in this half. We already have foul against Chad Andrews Fulton, and that's his third already. That's a big body for Coppin State if he has to go back on the bench. Here's Arrudia for the Hawks, slithering around at the free throw line. Backs out at the right wing, pumps it across the left wing for 3. In and out, and another foul is called.
Hey, just a reminder, no flash photography or video, please. Thank you.
This is against Clayton. For Coppin State, they've committed 3 fouls on this possession. Inbound is to Cheeseman, catches it and lays it up to the left side and out. Rebound Council. Coppin basketball on a 10-0 run, stolen away by Arrudia. Brian Arrudia with the transition. Steal. The alley-oop to A.J. Cheeseman misses it high off the windows. Hawks tried to do too much. Now Cliff Reed is rather angry. I imagine Cheeseman's headed to the bench. Isaac Taylor is coming back in at the next whistle. Clayton left to right into the front court for Coppin State. Already had his pocket picked once in this past minute. Finds Morgan in the right channel, now into the corner for Auslander. Back to Morgan with 10 to shoot. Morgan, Auslander right corner. Down low for Council. Council fakes a handoff, 5 to shoot. Council, 3. Council, 2. Council, turnaround, fadeaway, 10-footer. That's an air ball. Shot violation. Eastern Shore basketball. Isaac Taylor back in, A.J. Cheeseman out. Held scoreless today in 13 minutes with 3 rebounds. 14:22 to go in this one. 5-point Hawk advantage. Arrudia glides right to left into the front court. Here's Arrudia right sideline. Looking for Andino. He's covered by Clayton. Now Frost right corner. Ahmad pumps back out for Arrudia. Screen set by Jimfy. Arrudia slithers in. Trying to shake Andrews Fulton now. Step back jumper at the left elbow. Too strong. And a clearance for Lamar Morgan. Here comes Coppin. Clayton stutter steps over the offensive line. The midway at least. Into the offensive end. Council right side and a whistle away from the basketball. It's a timeout taken by Juan Dixon. Dixon calls timeout. This will become the unscheduled media with 13:49 remaining in the second half. Eastern Shore leads Coppin State 39-34 on the Shore Sports Network and SFMSports.net.
Hawks fans, improving reliability with new technology and upgrades is only part of Delmarva Power's commitment to customers. They're all Save money and energy with tips, tools, and programs that can help everyone reduce monthly bills. Just visit delmarva.com/everyonesaves for more. That's delmarva.com/everyonesaves. Delmarva Power, proud sponsor of Maryland Eastern Shore Athletics.
Signs by Tomorrow is the founding companies of the one-day sign industry. Our services include banners, trade show displays, window and vehicle lettering, decals, name tags, logo reproduction, and real estate signs. We offer free estimates, design proposals, and on-site consultations. One-day service is available. Let us show you what we can do for you. Signs by Tomorrow.
Call 410-860-0033 or visit signsbytomorrow.com.
This is Hawks basketball from SFMSports.net.
13:49 to go in the second half. Eastern Shore leading Coppin State 39-34. Once upon a time, the Hawks were up by 15. Coppin then went on a 10-0 run. They are still in that 10-0 run. And it's Eagle basketball. It was Juan Dixon called the timeout that triggered that last media break. Keith Auslander to inbound. Auslander looking in for DeJuan Clayton. They flick it to him. Clayton's got 10 to lead the way. 6 of 7 shooting. This most of last year with a shoulder injury, now becoming an all-MEAC selection almost certainly. Here's Morgan with 6 to shoot left sideline. Back out for Clayton. 4 seconds remaining. Clayton, step back 3 over Andino. Air ball. And another shot clock violation. Clock is still running. Clock is still running. And they finally stop it. So we're going to have about 4 or 5 seconds ticked off. And we're never going to get back because nobody noticed the extra seconds that ticked away. Here's Frost across the M for Eastern Shore. Frost to the left elbow. Stops to the high post. Stripped and stalled. Auslander steals the ball but travels. Try and get around Dante Caldwell, who checked back in. And Auslander, not particularly happy at all, singing the high notes on that last complaint like Ed Sheeran. Kind of looks like him, too. Jimpy checks out. Arudia back in. That's Andino who's checked out. It's Arudia, Caldwell, Frost, Jimpy, and Taylor on the floor for White. Here's Ahmad Frost in the backcourt for the Hawks. Now Caldwell, Taylor right channel, dribbles once, hands off to Arudia. Under 13 to play, still a 5-point Hawk lead. Nobody's scored in quite a while. Left wing. Stops down low for Taylor. Isaac Taylor with bodies hanging on top of him gets fouled. Free throws coming for Zeke. This one's against Cedric Council. And Isaac will shoot a pair of free throws. 66% foul shooter. First shot for Isaac's up and off the back of the iron and the front of the iron and out. Taylor from Watch Creek, Virginia, went to Montrose Christian High School as Coppin's going to the bench. Lucian Brownlee checks in for the first time. Senior guard from Lawnside, New Jersey. Lamar Morgan getting a breather. Second free throw for Taylor's up and in. The Hawks finally busted the 10-0 run. It's 40-34 Eastern Shore, 12:46 to play. And a travel 5 feet from the baseline as DeJuan Clayton intercept around Gabriel Jimpy, who had some really stellar defense off that inbound. And Chad Andrews Fulton just been called for a delay of game, so that's twice now in this game. Both sides have been called for at least one delay of game. We haven't seen, I don't believe, any the entire season. Dante Caldwell takes the inbound for the Hawks. Hands off the Frost right sideline. Now Arudia, Caldwell, and Arudia again. Hawks just 1 for their last 8 shooting. Screen coming from Taylor. Arudia takes it to the left wing. Coppin's ready for it. Got for Frost around the horn to Jimpy. Jimpy, right wing for 3. Out Caldwell, the tip back, hooks to the left. Jimpy rips down the rebound away from Auslander, and Jimpy is blocked but fouled. Another foul. This against Council. That's number 3 against him. And free throws coming for Gabriel Jimpy.
At the line for the short shooting 2.
So to recap, we're almost 8 minutes into the second half. We've had 6 made field goals and 11 fouls combined. This is going to be a long one. Gyamfi's first free throw up and in. Hawks now 5 of 6 from the stripe today. Gabriel, Canadian national, pushed every day by his older brother Gilbert to become a better player and a better man. And Gabriel, in honor of Gilbert, makes the free throw. 42-34 Eastern Shore, 12:15 to go from the Hytche Center. Hawks trying to win on homecoming for the first time in 5 years. Brownlee dances left to right over the timeline for Coppin State. Last time the Eagles were in this building, the Hawks ran him out of the gym and the entire Eastern Shore of Maryland. Brownlee cuts in at the free throw line. Floater with the left hand well short, and a rebound for Taylor. Hawks clear. Hawks won that game 78-57 last year in this building. 2 years ago at least in this building. Caldwell back out for a channel for the Hawks, and centers up again. Rudy dribbles to the right wing. Alley-oop to Taylor. Catches it down low. Missed the dunk. Council got it from behind. Here comes Coppin. Gliding over the big M is Clayton. Clayton steps around Taylor. Gets fouled on the way up. DeJuan Clayton. The contact back. He'll shoot 2 free throws when we come back. 11:31 to play in the second half. Eastern Shore 42. Coppin State 34 on the Shore Sports Network and SFMSports.net.
The Hampton Inns and Suites, Fruitland, Salisbury South, is passionate about getting it right. Their promise to you is a clean, comfortable hotel room with complimentary Wi-Fi. Hampton Inns and Suites, Fruitland, Salisbury South, is only 7 miles from the Maryland Eastern Shore campus. Also within walking distance of 5 local restaurants, and features a shuttle service that can take you back and forth to campus. Hampton Inns and Suites, an official supporter of Maryland Eastern Shore Athletics. Hey Hawks fans, season tickets are on sale now. Tickets.com to get your basketball season tickets. Stop by the athletic office, go online, or check your mailbox. Get your Maryland Eastern Shore tickets. There's no better place to be this basketball season than the Hytche, cheering your Hawks on towards the conference championship. Get your Maryland Eastern Shore basketball season tickets now at tickets.com. Support Eastern Shore Athletics, because after all, this is our shore and our team.
This is Hawks basketball from SFMSports.net.
Back at the Hytche, 11:31 to play in the second half. Eastern Shore leading Coppin State 42-34. Will DeBoer with you on the Shore Sports Network. Since about the 10-minute mark of the first half, the Hawks have been in control of this one. They've led by as many as 15. Lead stands at 8 right now, but DeJuan Clayton's got a chance to cut it to 6 with a couple free throws. Clayton attacked Isaac Taylor down low, and Taylor was dinged for his 4th foul. He'll see extended time riding Pine in this one. Tyler Jones checked back in his stead. Lucian Brownlee's been sent back to the sideline. I think he's got some blood or fluid or something on his jersey. So Coppin State's sending Tyquan Drummond back in his place. Clayton to shoot free throws. From St. John's College High School, Bowie, Maryland, home of the Bay Sox. Makes his first free throw. Clayton, 2 years ago, member of the All-MEAC rookie team, averaged 12.5 points a game, up to 15 in conference play. He's coming off a career-high 30 points in the loss at South Carolina State on Monday. 30 points on 12 of 18 shooting. He makes both of his free throws, and he's got 12 today. A.J. Cheeseman back in for the Hawks. Gabriel Gyamfi out. 42-36 Eastern Shore, 11.5 to play in the Hytche Center. Hawks trying to win their second game in this month of February. They have 1 win exactly for all 4 months. Offensive foul as Jones and Caldwell got tangled up on the transfer, and they ding Tyler Jones for the illegal screen. That's the 8th foul against Eastern Shore in the second half. There's still over half of it left, and Coppin's got 5 fouls against them. This will come down to who can shoot free throws better, and both teams are identical, 66.5% free throw shooting teams. Andrews Fulton muscles down low, right low post, lays it up and in and one. Fouls against Tyler Jones, his 3rd. A 1-possession game. Coppin's on a 14-3 run over the last 7 minutes. The Hawks are just one of their last 11, and now with this free throw, Andrews Fulton's made it a one-possession game. 42-39, Hawks. 11-10 to go in this one. The crowd has been taken out of it. She's been top circle for Eastern Shore. Handoff to Andino. What a time it'd be for him to hit a three. Jones circling out. And Rudia was covered, couldn't get it to him. Jones slithering in, handoff to Cheeseman. Jumper at the free throw line, lips out. Rebound plucked down by Drummond, and here comes Coppin State. Clayton over the timeline. Clayton top circle, circling up into the left corner for Drummond. Out to Andrews Fulton, left elbow. Accelerates in, double team, gets around Cheeseman. Count it, and the foul. Chad Andrews Fulton can tie the game with a free throw. This is eerily similar to what Coppin State did at South Carolina State the other night. As Chad Andrews Fulton at the line. The Eagles trailed 41-31 at the half and were down by as many as 15. They were down 63-53 with 9 minutes to go. Went on a 12-0 lead over the next 2.5 minutes to take a lead. And now with that free throw from Andrews Fulton, Coppin has tied it. 42-42. 10.5 to go from the Hytche Center. Hawks desperate for a field goal. Desperate to get the crowd back into this one. Here's Cheeseman top circle or Eastern Shore. Now Caldwell and Cheeseman again, and a handoff to Arudia. Of course, the flip side for that Coppin comeback is they still lost the game on the last second dunk. Down low by Applewhite of South Carolina State. Arudia takes the tough catapult down low left baseline and gets fouled. So Brian Arudia will shoot free throws. That's the 6th foul on Coppin State in this half. Eastern Shore already has 10. Kick your feet up in your easy chair, everybody. This is going to be a free throw heavy final 10-11 of this one. Brian Arudia shooting 2. This to try and give the Hawks the lead again. The free throw's up and on the front of the iron. He missed it. Jimphy in, Cheeseman out. Coppin State over the last 8 minutes on an 18-3 run. They have completely erased what was a 15-point deficit. Second free throw from Arudia. That rattles out as well. And a clearance by Andrews Fulton. Arudia missed them both. Coppin can take the lead with a bucket here. 42-42, 10 minutes to go from the Hytche. Clayton sees daylight left seam, trips over, gets it back, flicks it down low for Brendan Medley-Bacon, who lays it up and in, and Coppin takes 44-42 Eagles. And the Hawks are playing from behind with 9:46 to go in the second half. Timeout, Cliff Reed, as the Hawks have let this thing slip away. This is a pretty timeout. We will stick with you. The Ghost homecomings pass, haunting Maryland Eastern Shore. Last year they lost to Norfolk State. The year before that it was NC Central. Now the great Hawks of the past in the building. Logan McIntosh, Bakari Copeland. The current group of Hawks trying to do what they could not do and win on homecoming. But now they've got an uphill battle as the lead has completely collapsed. It's been a 32-point turnaround. Oh, no. Sorry. And we got people coming by and asking for the old statues. Oh, man. Charles, you think they would see with a headset on and realize, hey, maybe I shouldn't try and talk to him? No. Charles Huff, the observer, he shares our pain. There you go. Hawk basketball. Coach Reed anything to get the Hawks going again. 1 for 12 their last few field goals. They made just 3 of 14 in this half. Here's Frost on the left wing, 6 to shoot. Now Jones, left corner, he'll try a contested 3. Short. Auslander clears for Coppin. Here's Graff. Not Graff. Clayton over the timeline. Juwan Graff, he was another former ENIAC player. Clayton accelerates in double team. Frost knocks it out of bounds, and it is still Coppin ball. Clayton flicks the inbound for Andrews Fulton. And now Clayton again left sideline as he centers up. Eastern Shore in the midst of a huge dry spell. Andrews Fulton left high post. Shovels it back for Clayton with 5 to shoot. DeJuan Clayton slithering in. Jones got a hand on it. Andrews Fulton at the free throw line. Can he get it off in time? He cannot. It's a shot violation. Down on defense. Lamar Morgan back in for Blue. Drummond out.
Lamar Morgan.
The Hawks 3 of 15 in the second half. Need to pull something, anything out of the hat, rabbit or otherwise. And in the left channel. Back to Jim Fee. Gabriel, right wing, bounces it for Frost, guarded by Auslander. Frost steps into the baseline. Frost, double team, trying to get around his man. 8 to shoot, trying to keep that pivot foot down. He's trapped, he's sandwiched, he's stripped, he gets it back. 4, 3, down low Jones. TJ reverse layup, counted on the foul. The Hawks back from the dead on that possession. Frost finds Jones with the clock expiring. Fouls on Brendan Medley-Bacon, and TJ with a chance three-point play. This could give the Hawks again. Edwin Williams back in for the Eagles. DeJuan Clayton will get a breather here. Clayton averages 34 minutes a game. That's 4th in the league. Jones at the charity stripe. Up and in. Hawks lead again, 45-44, 8:24 to go. Jones 6 points today. Full court press. Williams splits 2 defenders. Jumps it to the left wing. Catch and shoot 3 from Morgan. In and out. Jones boxes out and Eastern Shore clears. Hawk basketball. Arudia right to left over the big M. Here's Arudia. Guarded by Williams, the freshman. Scoops it back for Jones straight away. TJ dump off to Andino, left wing. He's been quiet in the second half. Here's Arudia at the free throw line, dribbling out towards the right wing. Chest pass for Jones, straight away for 3. To the left, Williams takes the ricochet, and here comes Coppin. Lamar Morgan steps over the timeline. Under 8 to play, 1-point Hawk advantage. Williams top circle. Williams stops the dribble, wrap around for Andrews Fulton at the left elbow. Hand out to Lamar Morgan, thinking about a 3. Dribbles in once, goes to the left baseline for Medley. 7-footer, posts up against Jones, 10 to shoot. Turn around, falling forward, hook shot, draws late contact. It's late. The fouls against Tyler Jones and the 7-foot Medley will shoot when we come back. 7:28 to play in the second half. Eastern Shore leads Coppin State 45-44 on the Shore Sports Network and SFMSports.net.
Your Doc's End Urgent Care has you covered. From physicals to flu shots, pediatrics to pneumonia, strep throat to stitches, whether you're on vacation or on your way to work. They accept most insurance and offer affordable self-pay options. Use Clockwise online, call, or just stop by. Your Doc's End has been named the best urgent care for 4 years in a row. Your Doc's End Urgent Care with 6 convenient locations to serve you on Maryland's Eastern Shore, whether you live here or you're just traveling through.
Signs by Tomorrow is proud to be one of the founding companies of the one-day sign industry. Our services include banners, trade show displays, window and vehicle lettering, decals, name tags, logo reproduction, and real estate signs. We offer free estimates, design proposals, and on-site consultations. One-day service is available. Let us show you what we can do for you. Signs by Tomorrow.
Call 410-860-0033 or visit signsbytomorrow.com.
This is Hawks basketball from SFMSports.net.
7:28 to go in the second half. Eastern Shore 45, Coppin State 44. The Hawks once upon a time led this thing 39-24. Coppin's on a 20-6 push since they took the lead before Tyler Jones at a 3-point play on the Hawks offensive end. Now the 7-foot center, Brendan Medley-Bacon, will shoot 2 free throws for Coppin. 46% foul shooter, as you would expect. Medley-Bacon from Archbishop Curley High School in Baltimore stayed home to play for Juan Dixon.
2 shots.
One of the big heroes in Maryland basketball history is Medley-Bacon's first free throw is nothing but net. His best game came against Central last month, 11 points and 7 rebounds in 23 minutes. Second free throw, skips out, rebound Caldwell. We're tied, 45-45, 7.5 to go. Hawk basketball, Arudia, Caldwell, Frost, Chimphy, and Andino on the floor for White. A small lineup for Eastern Shore, despite the 7-footer. Here's Andino, catch and shoot, left wing three. Post to the right, Andrews Fulton boxes out. He's got a double-double today, 10 points, 11 rebounds. Here's DeJuan Clayton, left to right over the timeline for blue and gold. Sees daylight, steps around Caldwell, left side layup, too strong. Medley Bacon the rebound. He takes about 3 or 4 steps.
Violation, Hawks basketball.
Andino's been cold in the second half, just 3 of his 17 points coming since the break. Cedric Council back in for Coppin. Bacon out. Short basketball. 7 to play in a tie game. Arudia into the front court. Dump off for Caldwell and a handoff back to Arudia. Arudia right wing, jabs in and out now. Jimpy straight away. He'll try the 3. Front iron. Auslander climbs the ladder for the board. Here comes Coppin State. Clayton left to right over the timeline. Clayton finds Andrews Fulton top circle. Andrews Fulton handoff to Lamar Morgan. Morgan. Andrews Fulton, now Clayton in the backcourt. Clayton left sideline, skips to Andrews Fulton, left high post. Fling for Morgan, that's a tall pass. Now Auslander, right corner for 3. That's an air ball. Rebound tipped out of bounds by Andrews Fulton, and it's Eastern Shore basketball. And it was the sudden burst of noise from behind Auslander that might have thrown them off. The crowd is doing the wave. In the middle of a basketball game that's tied, they're doing the wave. What else can you say? Here's Caldwell, top circle. He'll try the 3. And it's too strong, but Frost perfectly positioned for the rebound at the free throw line, and it's a fresh 30 for Eastern Shore. 45 all. Caldwell, now Frost, and Arudia right sideline. To Jimphy, he's chucked up a few 3s today. Here's Andino on the left channel, out to Arudia, cross court, 10 to shoot. Arudia at the free throw line, jabs in and out against Auslander. Into the left corner for Frost, left baseline, 6 to shoot. Frost, pull up 10-footer, way strong, rebound Andrews Fulton. Coppin basketball, 5.5 to play. And they're still doing the wave. Here's Andrews Fulton and Clayton again. Clayton double team, jumps it to Morgan right sideline. Morgan guarded by Jimphy. Thought about the 3, instead accelerates in at the baseline. To Andrews Fulton, pass behind him, chases it down. Arudia picks his pocket, Andino the steal. Up to Arudia. Brian Arudia lays it up and in. It starts and ends with Arudia. On defense, going to offense. Arudia with the breakaway. 47-45 Hawks. 5 minutes to play from the Hytche Center. Andrews Fulton, top circle for Coppin. Finds Morgan, left corner for 3. Bullseye. Lamar from distance, he's got 10. 48-47 Coppin State. 4:44 to go. Arudia runs the floor for the Shore. Now it's Jimphy top circle. Jimphy looking for Frost. He's covered. For Caldwell, now it's Frost from the M. With 10 to shoot, Frost calling out for a screen from Jimphy. 7 to shoot. Frost dancing with Council. Step back 19-footer on the elbow. Missed it. Arudia chasing down the long rebound. Fresh 30. Now it's Andino. Float shot. Left side paint. It's an air ball. And Auslander's there for the board. Clearance for Coppin. 1-point lead for the visitors. We're coming up on our final media timeout. This one's going to be a fight to the finish. Clayton pulls in the middle. Steps around Arudia, lays it up and in. DeJuan Clayton, imported from Europe, with a step like that. 50-47 Coppin State. 3:50 remaining, and Coppin State, since being down 39-24, is on a 26-8 run. Hawks time to 3, 10 to shoot. This is Frost right sideline. Frost zigzagging in at the right side paint. Now it's Jimphy underneath the basket, 3 to shoot. Whips it out for Caldwell, straight away for 3. Yes, sir! Dante Caldwell from distance. 50 all. 3.5 to go for the Hytche. Caldwell's done one homecoming before. He's gotten one of the Jesse Williams Awards for the top Hawk performer at homecoming. Jesse Williams is here, just to the right of us. Frost. And Caldwell's there to clean it up, tipped out of bounds. It's going to Eastern Shore. Hustle in the backcourt from Frost and Caldwell. And it's a media timeout. We've got a fight to the finish. The final 3:06 from the Hytche Center. Hawks 50, Eagles 50 on the Shore Sports Network and SFMSports.net.
Are you thinking about selling your home? Well, think bigger. Selling is old school. Selling is small, while the rent market is huge. Since 2010, renter households are up by 4 million nationwide, while last year home ownership hit a 30-year low. So before you sell, look into renting. It's easy, fast, and worry-free when you hire Renters Warehouse. They'll price your property, find your tenants, collect the rent, and take those pesky maintenance calls. Go to renterswarehouse.com for a free home rental price analysis today. Renters Warehouse, the professional landlords of Rent Estate.
As a jet car racer, Elaine Larson has had interesting experiences.
I hit a wall at 230 miles an hour.
While most of us don't race jet cars, we get that life comes with risk. But your retirement shouldn't. Elaine purchased an annuity to secure a guaranteed monthly retirement income for life, so her money won't stop working when she does. Find out if annuity is right to protect your future at retireyourrisk.org.
From SFMSports.net.
Down the stretch we come. 3:06 to play in the second half. Eastern Shore 50, Coppin State 50. This one's shaping up just like the South Carolina State game from 2 weeks ago. The Hawks won that one 63-61 on Brian Arrudia's last second field goal. It's Eastern Shore basketball trying to survive after blowing a really big lead early in the second half. The Hawks had the basketball after a hustle steal by Caldwell and Frost. There's Arrudia on the right channel for Maryland Eastern Shore. Jones, Frost, Taylor, and Andino also on the floor. Arrudia into the right corner for Frost. Back to Andino. Ryan Andino, right wing three. Way strong. Back iron. Tyler Jones offensive board. Fresh 30 for the Hawks. And they'll pump it out to Arrudia again. Zeke's playing with 4 fouls. So is TJ. Not that that'll matter much right now. Under 3 to play. Into the right corner, it's Ahmad Frost. Frost guarded by Morgan. Passes it out for Jones. Down low for Taylor. Taylor's hooked from behind. It's Council. Cedric Council with his 4th foul. Jim Bartley coming back in for defense for Eastern Shore. And 1-1.
Isaac Taylor.
1-1 for Taylor to try and give the Hawks the lead. Elevate Coppin to the middle of the pack from the very bottom. As the second free throws in, Clayton's got 16 today. 52-50 Coppin State. 2:22 to go. Across the M, right left for Eastern Shore, guarded by Alexander. Now here's Jones left of center on the perimeter. TJ dribbles to the right side, handoff for Arrudia. Andino trying to get loose. He's in the left corner, but covered. Arrudia, right elbow out for Jones in the right corner. Tries the baseline with 9 to shoot. Jones blocked by Council. Auslander comes up with it for the Eagles. 2 minutes to go. Coppin State a 2-point lead and the basketball. Clayton trying to spin around Frost and milk this clock like the 8th day of Christmas. He jumps it for Andrews Fulton at the free throw line. Auslander, right corner three, and Arrudia got a hand on it. Rebound Jones. Here comes Arrudia. Andino, left wing three. Short. Arrudia, or it's Taylor who comes down with the rebound. He was held on the scrum for the rebound there. Fouls against Andrews Fulton, and that's his 4th.
Eagles foul number 1. Chad Andrews Fulton. His
A chance of redemption for Taylor at the line as Gabriel Jimphy checks in for the Hawks. Taylor missed the free throw moments ago. He's got a chance for a 1-and-1 now. The Hawks will shoot 2 upon the next foul. Shot for Taylor is up and in. One more to tie. 97 seconds to go from the Hytche. 52-51. Hawks looked like they were going to run Coppin out of the building. Coppin stayed behind. Took the lead for a while, and now Eastern Shore has tied it again as Taylor makes his second free throw. Cheeseman in for defense. 52-52, 1:37 remaining. Coppin State basketball. Hawks will bring a full court press and now drop back into the half court. Jimphy will dance with Clayton as he tries to dance over the timeline. Flings it for Andrews Fulton with a Rudia right in his face across the M and off to Clayton. Crowds back into this one. Clayton left sideline trying to shake Arudia, and he does. Retreats to the backcourt now. 12 to shoot. Arudia deflects it. Clayton falling away. Finds Andrew Fulton top circle now. Auslander dribble drive right baseline reverse layup in. Keith Auslander. Big red with the reverse. 54-52 Coppin. 1 minute to play. 1 minute 2 to be exact. And Brian Arudia calls a timeout. Keith Auslander, the most unlikely of Coppin State Eagles. We've shared his story, of course. Stands out like a sore thumb. Certainly, HBCU, he's the only white player for Coppin State, but he got it done. Raised a few eyebrows on that last possession. Eastern Shore trying to answer. Auslander, the ex-professional video game player, the ex-Maryland walk-on. His brother's the associate head coach. And he's the hero of the moment for Coppin State. Last time out against South Carolina State, Auslander had 14 points, 4 threes, but also had 2 turnovers, including the crucial one with 14 seconds left that led to Damani Applewhite's game-winning slam dunk with 2 seconds to go. Perhaps redemption for him. 1 minute to go from the Hytche Center. Brian Arudia on the left wing for Maryland Eastern Shore. Down low for Isaac Taylor. Double team after Frost. Right corner for 3. Way strong rebound, Clayton. Go on, Clayton. 45 seconds left. Now the Coppin fans who made the trip over the bridge starting to get loud from behind our left shoulder here on the scores table. 35 seconds to go. Clayton double team. Finds Andrews Fulton at the free throw line. He's all alone. Dribbles in. Jump step, jostled around down low, loses the handle on the floor, falls over. He's fouled. And a scrum for the basketball. The officials blow the whistle. And that's against Isaac Taylor, and that's number 5. Shot clock is off. 28 points. 54-52 Coppin State. And Chad Andrews Fulton will have a chance to make it a 2-possession game at the line. Hawks had a 15-point lead in this one. Seen it slip away, have not been able to get back into the swing of things. Just 6 of 29 in this half.
Gabriel Jimphy, substitution entering for the Shore.
Gabriel Jimphy back in for the Hawks as Taylor is out. And Coppin State, by sheer volume, outpacing the Hawks at the free throw line as well. They've made more free throws than the Hawks have attempted in this half. 11 of 16 from the line. Hawks are 6 of 10. Andrews Fulton to shoot 2. The first one lips home. 3-point game. Just to make it a 2-possession game. The young man from Philadelphia. Shots up. Rattles out. Rebound Jimphy. 55-52. Out with a 3. 22 seconds to go. Here's Andino left sideline. Now Arudia. Dribble drive in left baseline underneath the basket. Stolen by Andrews Fulton. Andino tried to steal it right back. But Coppin State controls it. 12 seconds left. Auslander jumps it across the time, but he's fouled. They looked like they could decide what to do, whether they wanted to try for the quick 2 and go for the steal or the foul, or whether hang on for the final look at the 3. 5 foul against Arrudia is his second, and now Auslander will shoot 2 free throws. Ken Auslander to try and ice it. He makes 1 of 2. It's a 2-possession game, and now the Hawk fans starting to file out of this one. As Auslander's first shot of 2 is in. He is a 75% free throw shooter, and he's trying to put this thing on ice for Coppin State. Auslander with a big reverse layup from right to left on the baseline to give the Eagles their final lead. Now he's scored 4 of 5 as he makes both of his free throws. 57-52, Coppin State, 12 seconds left. Inbound to Jim Fee, now it's Arrudia, 10 seconds to go. Arrudia to Andino. Andino straight away, falling away for 3. Got it! Andino for 3, 4.9 seconds left. And Cliff Reed calls a timeout. 57-55 Shore. Hawks desperately needing a steal and a bucket to tie. And Cliff Reed will draw up the defensive stand, the last one for Maryland Eastern Shore. As the fans that were filing out have at least stopped to see how this thing lands. Come on. Well, you don't want to be like Miami Heat fans, do you? Leaving and then trying to get back in when you realize they had tied it. We're not going to let you back in. That's a fair weather symptom. 57-55, Coppin State, 5 seconds to go. Hawks can still win this thing. A steal and a bucket to force overtime. Or you foul him, he only makes 1 of the 2 free throws. You tie it with a 3. A lot can happen over 4.9 seconds in Division I basketball. Auslander, Drummond, Morgan, Andrews Fulton, and Clayton on the floor for Blue. 5 seconds away from a massive 15-point second half comeback, and this time sealing the deal. Unlike what they were able to do at South Carolina State. A win would get Coppin State back to 500 as well. A team that was picked to finish 9th. Eastern Shore trying to avoid falling to 2-11 in conference play and avoid losing what will be their 5th consecutive homecoming dating back to 2015. They add a couple of ticks more on the clock. It's 1 second remaining. Coppin to inbound here. It's Tyquan Drummond underneath his own basket. Drummond with everybody stationed at the midway. Drummond takes it. Coppin tries to get loose. The inbound is to Clayton. Jim Fee trying to steal it, and he does. Or no, he fouls him. Jim Fee with a foul of DeJuan Clayton. And who else would you want if you're Juan Dixon at the line than your best player in DeJuan Clayton? You live and die by this young man from Bowie. He'll shoot 2. Clayton today 16 points. He has 4 for 5 from the line. Coppin State 18 of 25 from the line. The Hawks 9 of 13. Massive foul discrepancies. Second straight game. Clayton's first free throw in. Hedrick Council comes in for defense for the Eagles, and Jones and Andino in for the offense for the Hawks. 1 shot for Clayton in this to ice the game. Game clock. If he makes it, it's all over except for Coppin goes bonehead. Second free throw in and out. Rebound Jones. Now Caldwell. Desperation heave from half court. Air ball. Ball game. Coppin State wins. Eagles 58. Hawks 55. Eastern Shore happy to slip away, and for the 5th consecutive year, homecoming passes. The Hawks come away empty-handed. Eastern Shore now going into their first bye of the MEAC season. They'll be back in action on Saturday up at Delaware State. 6 more fixtures in the MEAC this season, and the Hawks will be off for 3 of them. Here comes Cliff Reed over to have a talk about this one. Can't imagine it's going to be a pleasant talk, but here he is. Well, Coach, 15-point second-half lead and slips away. Your thoughts on this one?
I thought the kids did a good job. They played really hard, and we just, the bugaboo bit us of just not being able to score consistently, and that's what happened to us and throughout the game, just not being able to put the ball in the basket consistently, and that was the only issue. The guys really played a good job, did a great job. We held them to 58 points. When you hold a team to 58 points, you should win. You should win. If you can hold teams to 58 points, you win 85% of your games.
The foul discrepancy was noticeable for the second straight game. Coppin State shot like 27 free throws. Hawks had 13, and really the 6 fouls before the first media timeout in the second half, that seemed to set up potential for disaster.
Absolutely. We just, I know we shot some jump shots. Big guys, we're trying to throw the ball inside too, and we just got to be more aggressive at scoring the basketball at the rim.
Brian Andino did his very best to pick up a homecoming win today, 20 points. He's not got that many games left in this building. One of the better players to ever pass through Princess Anne. What's your feeling around him when you see him going out there and giving it all?
Well, he's done a great job. He's had a great career, and I wish he could finish on a very high note by going into the tournament with wins, and that he could really play well and help us win games. And he did his best today, and we're going to need him to continue to do that.
We've got an actual day off on Monday, the first one of the MEAC schedule, and it's up to Delaware State, Route 13, the rivalry, really close road game. Your thoughts, what has to happen in order to win up in Dover in that
make shots.
Make shots. That's short, sweet, to the point. Thank you, Coach. We'll see you up at Delaware. He's Cliff Reed, head coach of Hawk men's basketball. Eastern Shore falling 58-55 to Coppin State today. Hawks fall to 4-20 overall, 2-11 in the MEAC. Coppin State up to 6-21, 6-6 in conference play. Let's take a break, come back with the final stats and analysis, and take a look at what happened around the MEAC on this Saturday afternoon and set you up for next Saturday. And again, your final score in the men's game today, the Coppin State Eagles 58, the Maryland Eastern Shore Hawks 55. Postgame on the Shore Sports Network and SFMSports.net.
Hawks fans, for over a century, Delmarva Power has provided safe, reliable energy to customers throughout the region. That's a powerful connection you can count on from here at the shore to throughout Maryland and Delaware. To learn more, visit delmarva.com or call 1-800-375-7117. Delmarva Power, proud sponsor of Maryland Eastern Shore Athletics.
Do you need a break, a getaway? Plan a visit to Hyatt Place Dewey Beach in Delaware. Lay back, relax with your toes in the sand, and unwind to the sounds of the ocean. Please your palate with a delicious meal at Cape Hossa Restaurant on the bay while taking in the sights of a beautiful sunset. It's time to get away and make that getaway to the Hyatt Place Dewey Beach. Call 302-864-9100 or visit HyattPlaceDeweyBeach.com. Make a lifetime of memories in your own backyard at Hyatt Place Dewey Beach. That's Hyatt Place Dewey Beach on Facebook and Instagram.
This is Maryland Eastern Shore basketball, powered by SFMSports.net. Now the postgame show.
And we welcome you inside the Shore postgame show, courtside at the Hytche Center in Princess Anne, where the Maryland Eastern Shore Hawks have just fallen 58-55 to Coppin State. With the Shore Sports Network. Rough loss for the Hawks, who at one point led this thing 39-24, but Coppin State closed on a 34. I got to do math now. That's difficult. 34-16 run. They come away with a win and spoil another homecoming. It's the 5th straight homecoming loss for Maryland Eastern Shore in the Bobby Collins